Affected populations receive urgent supplies after flooding. Intense New Year rainfall across northern areas of the Republic of the Congo severely damaged homes, schools, and health clinics. In addition to declaring a state of emergency, the government welcomed assistance from the Salvation Army and other international charitable organizations to distribute essential relief to more than 180,000 people. Nutrition parcels contained rice, beans, cooking oil, and salt. Other items for health and well-being included foam mattresses, blankets, clothes, soap, and mosquito nets. In order to reach all the disaster areas, 8 humanitarian teams took the Congo River, and another 5 went by land. We are grateful to Salvation Army for partnering with the Congolese government and non-governmental agencies to deliver much-needed help to the flood victims. We pray for the departure of unpleasant weather conditions and the arrival of friendlier skies for the comfort and safety of the country's citizens.
Researchers draw attention to major environmental issues. 17 of the world's leading scientists reviewed more than 150 studies to arrive at an accurate assessment of current conditions on Earth and the many steps that need to be taken to reach long-term sustainability. Their report discusses dangerous trends such as dwindling biodiversity, climate disruption, and the poisoning of the environment. The authors link all of the planet's problems with population growth and the fact that humanity is consuming on average about 170% of the Earth's capacity to regenerate itself. The experts warn that if we don't take urgent action, the damage will be felt for centuries and threatens the survival of all species, including our own. I appreciate researchers for this vital message. In divine wisdom, may all people choose plant-based nutrition as the first step towards saving lives on our planet.
The state wants all new cars to be fully electric by 2035. South Australia's government is putting the transition to electric vehicles, or EVs, on a fast track with the goal of halting production of gas cars and reducing emissions from the transportation sector. Additionally, the state will be converting the government fleet, public taxis, and rideshare vehicles to electric by 2030. As expressed by both the Honourable Stephen Marshall, Premier of South Australia, and the Honourable Dan Van Holst Pelikan, Minister for Energy and Mining in the Marshall government, we want EVs to be mainstream and a common choice for new car purchases. Kudos to South Australia for phasing out the use of fossil fuels. We pray that more governments will enact responsible measures to solve the climate crisis, the foremost of which is to prohibit the consumption of all animal products.
Platypus fur glows green under ultraviolet or UV light. The salmon aquatic mammals are already unusual in that they lay eggs and use electrolocation to sense their surrounding environment. Now, researchers at Northland College in Wisconsin, USA have found that the dark-billed animal is also fluorescent. The ability to absorb electromagnetic radiation and emit it at a visible wavelength has been found in only 2 other warm-blooded vertebrates, opossums and flying squirrels. Biologists propose that this largely nocturnal species developed fluorescence as an adaptation to low-light conditions. The team would like to work with partners in Australia to see if platypuses living there in the wild also glow. Our delighted applause Northland College researchers for your fascinating finding. We are continually enthralled by the boundless diversity of God's creation.
Couple establishes peaceful kingdom in their own backyard. When Ned Griffiths married his wife Carol in North Wales 6 years ago, he had a horse named Gypsy. As the newlyweds were settling into their 10-hectare farm, they rescued 2 kittens. Then, the smallholders adopted a companion horse for Gypsy. This is how their small sanctuary started. Carol and Ned purchased Franag, a Highland cow, to save her from being slaughtered due to her age. Not wanting Franag to feel lonely, they bought a steer to keep her company. The animal residents now include the 2 cows, 2 horses, 3 sheep, 5 dogs, 4 cats, 13 chickens, and 2 cockerels. Carol says they feel safe here. They get to live a full life. Our gratitude, Ned and Carol Griffiths, for your kindness to animals. In divine magnificence, may we all show our loving care for them in every way we can to herald a more humane era.
American coffee companies are offering another milk alternative. 3 of the biggest coffee-based businesses in the United States have added oat milk to their menus recently. At Dutch Rose Coffee, the nation's largest privately owned drive-thru chain, the new option can be ordered in any beverage and is featured in its latest creation, the Oat Kika Latte. Dunkin' launched oat milk at its more than 9,000 US locations in the second half of 2020. Multinational coffee house chain Starbucks has been serving oat milk in Europe since 2018 and is expected to make it available stateside starting in spring 2021. Way to go, Dutch Bros, Dunkin' and Starbucks for expanding the range of plant-based possibilities for your customers. In the lap of the Providence, we pray that humans will embrace the compassionate vegan lifestyle and leave cow's milk for suckling calves.
Smart devices enable animals to communicate with caregivers. Voice recognition software has been repurposed to interpret barks and meows for humans. Korean startup PetPulse has released a collar that uses artificial intelligence to analyze a dog's vocalizations and express one of 5 emotions in human language through a smartphone app. The gadget can tell if the pooch is happy, sad, angry, relaxed, or anxious. It also monitors physical activity and rest periods. For those with feline friends, US-based Aquelon Inc. has developed Meow Talk Cat Translator for use with tablet computers. Through machine learning over time, the application becomes familiar with a kitty's unique vocabulary for 9 general moods or states of mind. We gratefully applaud PetPulse and Aquelon for helping people to better understand their furry angels. May all sentient beings be blessed by heaven with the understanding and companionship they need for a happy sojourn on Earth.